I feel like a lot of my questions tend to be, what do you do in this situation? So what do you do in this situation? Um, I'm inclined to just say no, but I'm just wondering if you've ever gotten this. There's somebody who wants to book like a 3 weeks stay, and they're going for some school thing, and they're wanting to ask if they could defer payment so that the school pays it. I don't know that we would even um, manipulate Airbnb to accept a later payment and not the regular schedule of payments. So I'm inclined to say no, but um, have you done that? Is it something that can work? I don't think that anybody would want this in their business model, but I'm just wondering if you've had this situation and has anybody accommodated that?
I've never had something like that. I know Airbnb, if it's like a long stay, Airbnb does offer like payment options. Like obviously you get like I don't know I don't know what this because I've never seen it from the guest perspective because I never try to book like a long stay through Airbnb, but I know they do offer payment options on Airbnb. I do know that. I don't know what they are, but I do know that. Um, in terms of like when universities or like businesses book, like normally the university or the business just books it for the client. Like I had University of Washington book like a few of my Airbnbs for like their veterinarian school. Um, Anyways, to answer that, I haven't had that specifically happen, but I would just follow what you were going to do. Like, hey, unfortunately, um, I don't think we can do that. Like, the payment just has to be collected on Airbnb. So like you would have to either just pay it all and like deal with it then, but like everything just has to go through Airbnb. Like I'll just simplify it that way.
Yeah, it's sort of like obvious, but I just wondered if anybody had made any edits like that because if I don't want to say that it's not an option. If a guest can see that it is an option, then it looks like I'm just, not trying to work with her. So it's fine.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. I don't think it is. To answer your question, it's not. Like, there's no way you can defer it. You can just enter like a payment option, but that depends on the length of stay that they'll give you that opportunity.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Meaning, like, if it's a 2 night stay, they're not going to give you like a payment plan option.
Right, gotcha. All right, thank
Cool.
you.
Of course. Alrighty. Who do we got? Amri, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good.
So, I'm just setting up my first Airbnb, and I think Noah had asked me to, I guess, have you, what is it called? For in-between pricing to
Oh,
have,
rule sets.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
so
Do
yeah, I
you
need help
have,
setting it up.
yeah, let's do it. Do you
And all my
have,
stuff
are
should be
you,
on LastPass, or did you want me to log in and do it?
oh no, that's perfect. Let me see if Noah accepted it.
Yeah, it
Give me
should be.
one
We were on
second.
it yesterday.
Oh, perfect. All right. You may need to give me access to it.
Okay, I did the
Obviously,
info at Arbitrage something, I think.
awesome. Yeah, that's going to be the company one. So that allows for either me to work on it or Noah to work on it or Casey to work on it or Aurelio. But someone like that will be able to work on something if like someone needs urgent support. But you have to sometimes verify it for the specific device. Um, so let me pull this up. All right, where are you at? All right. Let me just log into your Airbnb account first, and then we'll go from there.
And then also a question, I just tried to set up a bank account. That's why where I was at. I was at the bank, and then they said I have to be registered in Texas because I registered it in Kentucky. And so
Uh, you
but
can do this. Sorry to interrupt you because I know where this is going. It's happened before. Um, what you can do is you can what's it called? Register as a foreign entity. So very easy. You can call Northwest and they'll get that sorted out for you on your registration as a foreign entity in the state of Texas, and you'll be good to go from there. In terms of the bank, like that's not going to restrict you from going live. Like what I would do is just let Airbnb is just going to hold the money, and then once you connect the bank, it'll deposit it instantly to it. So obviously, like we want to work on that right away. But obviously, if it comes to a matter of like, okay, well, we need the money, you can just connect your personal one real quick, collect that money, and then swap it out once you get your business one.
Um,
Who did you go through? Was it Chase or
yeah, Chase.
yeah, they're sometimes strict like that. I don't know if they
And
let
then
you
it's
set it
funny,
up
I had to go to the
online.
county clerk's office and stuff, and I was like, dang, I was not looking forward to doing that. But okay.
Yeah, no, sometimes they don't know what it is because sometimes it's a specific. I learned this actually with one of our other clients. Real quick, that way I can talk to you as I'm doing this. I just got a code sent to your phone number for your Airbnb account. Can you give me that? That way I can get in real quick, and then I'll finish what I was going to say.
41
Sorry, what was it?
6707.
For what?
416707.
So, perfect. All right. So I had a client who, same thing. They were in Baton Rouge, Louisiana is where they live. They structured their LLC in Kentucky, and the specific branch they went into said the same thing. Like, yeah, no, we can't do that. You need to have like you can't even register as a foreign entity. Like you just had to have opened your LLC here, which is absolutely ridiculous because that defeats the whole purpose of people opening up a business bank account or sorry, opening up a LLC in Wyoming or Delaware when people follow those tax laws that they think like help out or Montana, things like that. So it's all just BS, but it's not the specific bank, it's a specific branch. So like for example, the Chase branch you went to right now will probably give you a different answer than if you drove 30 minutes to another Chase branch and went there. They're weird like that. I don't know, and I learned that like a couple months back when we ran into that situation. What we ended up doing is we literally just opened up a bank account online and it worked perfectly fine. We didn't even have to do a foreign entity or anything. Um, I think Chase allows for you to open up a bank account online
Online.
again.
Okay.
So I would try that route if because I think I did that with someone. So they should allow it. So try that.
Okay.
Um, if not, do you bank with Chase already personally?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so I would just keep it with Chase. So yeah, try that. If that doesn't work, then we can try doing another branch. Ultimately, if it's getting the same answer, cool, we'll just do a foreign entity real quick.
Okay.
But point being is it's just the branch. Like I kid you not, it's literally just the branch that tell you that. And they're not really too knowledgeable on this at
Okay.
times, so it's an easy fix. Alrighty,
Okay.
so you said we're working on your in between, right?
Yes.
We're actually going to work on all of these. So I'm gonna give you what I do with everyone is I give them the long weekend, or sorry, not the long weekend. Your rule sets here on Airbnb is kind of like what I call your second line of defense. So you and Noah probably set your price labs calculator up, which was that Google Sheet, and those discounts you then put them on Airbnb. Those are your first thing. That's like the most important thing. That's never going to change. Your rule sets will be the second thing you do. The last resort will be doing price specific discounts on price labs, where you'll put like a percent discount for the specific day or week that you want to be discounted. Whereas the Airbnb discounts and your rule set discounts, whatever you have applied here is going to affect everything that's applied. Meaning, if I try changing next week, if I'm like, oh, I want to change the long weekend for next week or the rule set for next week, it will affect all other weeks that you have it applied to. So you can't do that. So that's where Price Labs comes in. For this rule sets, I'm going to give you mine, and it's just basically going to be used as a foundation. I'm not saying it's going to work perfectly for you. It honestly works pretty fine for absolutely everyone that we've done it with. But sometimes we'll start noticing because it's going to be a trial and error thing. Sometimes you'll start noticing, okay, maybe this needs to be fixed, or maybe it needs to be edited, which is then when we'll do that. But in the meantime, you can use mine as a foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and give you this. I'm going to edit your current ones, and then I'm going to give you the in between one. Um, 15, 20. By the way, guys, as I'm doing this, I'm like, there's not a specific thing. This is just something that took me like 2 years of me just testing with multiple units that I finally found the sweet spot that worked for literally all of my units. So like, no matter if it's a two bedroom or a one bedroom, like these cohesively work with them. So that's why like, I'm not like, oh, you guys need to do this. There's not a specific thing. It's just a trial and error thing that I just tried it, it worked, it didn't work, and then I fixed it, and then it worked, and then I just went from there. And this was finally what I ended up with. But
Are
again, like
you
I
able
said,
to
it's
share
probably
screen?
not gonna work. Oh my God, not bad. I thought you guys were seeing what I was doing. So what I was doing is this, which you guys have seen me do before. And all of you guys that have units set up already, you guys already have mine. So, what am I doing? I'm actually doing this wrong. Putting the wrong one in. It was,
Is this long weekend or in between?
this is the long weekend.
Yep, I'm with you now. Okay.
Okay, perfect. All righty. So I didn't do your in between. I just updated your long weekend. Um, this one you just need up to 6 night, 2 night, 3 night, 4 night, 5 night, 6 night. Perfect. Alrighty. And then the last one we're gonna do is gonna be an in between, which we'll do it purple. And we're gonna do the same thing. 2 night, 3 night, 4 night, 5 night, 6 night, and then I'll give you these. All right, cool. All right, so now you have your discounts here. This is all correct. What do you have pending to go live? Like what's still left to go live?
So the Wi-Fi is arriving today and I'm having my cleaner set it up and then she's gonna take photos of it. So realistically, I feel like we'll probably be live on Friday.
Okay, cool. In that case, I won't touch anything else, but you have all your rule sets. Your rule sets are perfectly applied here, nicely here. So good job. I want to just quickly look at your price labs and make sure that looks good. Is this your unit or am I looking at someone else's? I'm looking at someone else. What I just did is you had a customization turned on that you didn't need, so I just turned that off for you. You're entering a high season, that's why everything is like perfect, perfectly high.
Yeah, and
What
then
I'm
the
also
World
doing,
Cup is also going near
yeah, and
14.
then you got the World Cup as well. I'm gonna do a quick thing, just because in May it drops off, and I'll show you what I meant in a minute. But a little bit too low because I know your property is really nice and it's not like it's not like super super cheap. What I was looking at is when I went like April looked good and obviously June looked good, but May was like in at 110, 115 per night on your weekdays. Like it was really, really low. So what I did is I just put a customization that increased your weekdays by 10% because you're coming into a high season. Like it shouldn't be really, really that low. So that should help you out. So we're good. All right. So you're good there. And lastly, I'll just take a quick look at your discounts. Nice. You got a cleaning fee for 65?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty inexpensive. All right, good work. Cool, cool, cool. All righty. In that case, you're all good. So in the meantime, yeah, just take care of your final stuff. Um, Meaning like your if you don't have like the photos or you gotta get some last minute things done, just get that all squared away first before you go live. Again, like I tell everyone, it's not going to be perfect right off the bat. Like you want it to be as perfect as it possibly can. Like obviously we're going to check everything, make sure everything's good to go, make sure everything is all set. Obviously when you were there, you did all the best you could to make it perfect. But usually when you first launch that first week or two, usually even the first month, that's where you start finding your little leaks. Like if okay, this maybe I wasn't clear on here, like maybe it's a little difficult to turn the shower on or maybe there's a certain way you got to find the hot water like certain little things you'll start noticing, okay, from guest feedback. And you want to take it into consideration, roll with it, and then from there you perfect it. My goal is that you're entering into a high season let's definitely take full advantage of this first month to get it as perfect as we could be. That way, come FIFA, come everything else, it's like extremely perfect.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Of course. All righty. Who else do we got, guys? Joel, what do you got for us?
Hey, man. I just got a quick question on the pricing, and then that thing we were dealing with yesterday, we ended up just sending him $30, which is a little bit above the 30% of the daily rate. Um, he said at the end, he said it would be nice to have a have it cleaned and the reimbursement, but I kind of just ignored that and sent the money and I think handled it pretty well. But yeah, so. And then,
Dude, yeah, he was a weird guest. It was perfectly clean. I saw the photos he sent me. There was nothing wrong with the unit.
yeah, let's see here. Can you see my screen?
It's loading. And guys, as Joel's doing this, let's go ahead and jump into any other questions. So if anyone has any other pricing questions or anything at all, just drop a number one in the chat and we'll go from here.
So here, I'll just show you this. Make sure you think that this is a good response. See, can you see it now?
Yeah,
Said, although it'd be good to do both, I'll hand it over clean regardless. And this is the photos he sent. Under the freaking TV stand, there's dust and like a little stuff that wasn't cleaned from when we set up the TV.
dude, like it's not even that bad to be honest. Like things like that. What he's doing is he's just fishing. Like
Yeah,
he's looking for any little thing. I bet you once you told him that, like he started going under every little crevice to find something. I've had clients like this. Like literally on like the crown molding, I've had people zoom in to like the very corner and there's like a little bit of dust and it looks so bad. I'm like, hey, can you take a wide shot angle of it? And they do and you can't see nothing. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, come on. Like people are ridiculous. Like they'll fish for
yeah,
things.
yeah,
Um,
exactly like that. But
you're good.
and anyway, so the main question I have, real quick, while I'm on this subject, I was thinking on my hospitable messages for him to turn off the request for a review because I don't want to get a bad
Yes.
review. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I just had a I was telling you guys about the horror story about my client. I think earlier this week where I sent my cleaner twice or my handyman twice for the same issue and they were there and they kept claiming that it didn't work even though he kept fixing it and it was working perfectly fine. Um, yes, you want to turn off the review request because what Joel is talking about, guys, the teaching moment I'm going to use here is we have an automated message that sends that says, "Hey, like we hope you had a wonderful stay. Please leave us a 5-star review and blah blah blah." Anyways, my virtual assistant forgot to turn it off and it sent and she was pissed. She was like, yeah, you think you deserve a 5-star review? Like this was the worst day. I'm like, oh God, here we go. That's why we turn
Yeah.
it. So point
Yeah.
being is that's why you want to turn it off because we rather not remind them about a review. That way, if they leave it, then we'll deal with it then. But if they don't leave it, perfect. I'd rather no review at all.
Okay. So I just toggle that off for now and then turn it back on once they get all checked out and if somebody else checks in, right?
Yeah, or there's a way you can check it, but obviously since it's a bad thing. Since my virtual assistant overviews Hospitable, there was a Hospitable update like last week or a couple weeks ago, and how they changed how everything looks. So if you go to guest experiences, I think it is.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. And then I went to messaging or do I go to
You
guest?
Try reviews.
hit no. What I want to see is hit
No.
messaging. Sorry to interrupt you. What I want to see is there's a way where it'll show you like the pending messages that are going to be sent out. That way you can send them early or just delete it. That way you don't have to turn it off. You can just delete that specific message for that guy. But there,
Okay.
you used to see it under guest experiences. If anyone remembers where it's at now with this new update, please unmute
That's all
yourself.
right. I mean, I can always just toggle it off and I can mess with it. I think I've seen that before and
Try
uh
hitting home.
I've
hitting
seen it
what?
and then not seen it also.
Yeah, same. Try hitting home on the left there.
Over here?
Yeah, go to home.
Oh,
I think
home.
it's
I thought you
like
were saying
yeah.
comb. I'm like, what are you
Oh
talking
no, my bad.
about?
Oh, there it is. So you can see scheduled messages, and then right there you'll be able to see review request for Ignacio that one in 3 days, and then you can hit edit, and then you can hit don't
Oh,
send.
okay.
There we go. Figured it out. Thank you. That was gonna bug me if I didn't get it figured out.
Nice,
Hmm.
nice. Okay, cool. Let's hope hospitable doesn't glitch on me, but we're all good.
You'll
Uh,
be good. So you can turn it back on, and then that way like if you want to not send it, you'll do that. You'll go to the home page and look at the scheduled messages.
yeah, I got it on. All right, cool. And then for the pricing, real quick, you told us to put a long week in here because I think we were at like 115, something like that. And then Wednesday, you told us to drop our price between 105 and 110, and all we really needed to do was put a long weekend. So
Correct.
when I put the long weekend though, it brings it down to like 95 because all I do is click this, right? And then
Yeah, it's because we have a discount on there. Yeah, that's all we'll do. Honestly, that's fine. Like let's leave it at 95. Um, I'm fine with that. Let's leave it at 95, and then we won't drop it again. I'm just gonna make a quick disclaimer, Joel. This is for testing purposes. So
okay.
let's drop it because Saturday might go unbooked, but I need it. We need to figure out this lead time because you've been getting booked last minute, literally the day of for good prices. Not super high, but like it's been higher every single time. So I want to test this out to see if we leave it at a high price of 90 and someone books it last minute, like on Friday or like first thing Saturday morning, then we know you have a last minute lead time. And in that case, we can keep testing a higher price ceiling. Maybe the following week we'll test it at 100. And if that works, then we'll go even higher and higher. And then we'll see that. So because it's for testing purposes, I just want you to be aware it may go unbooked. If you're like, hey Andrew, I don't want Saturday going unbooked, then okay, then we'll drop it right now and start preparing for it. But what I would like to do is I would like you to put the long weekend, keep it at like night, but where it drops it to the 90 to 95, and let's hold it there all the way until like Friday, Saturday, and then we'll drop it again. Because we know people book it last minute at 87 or in the 80s. So come Saturday morning, if there's still no booking Saturday morning, cool, we'll immediately drop it to like 80 to 85 and just get it booked.
Okay, because I was playing around with Price Labs and I put the no discount back on and just did a 10% discount for a 7 night stay. And it brought it down to like I think 108, which was right in between 105 and 110. But if you think we should just drop it to the 94, I'm cool with that too. So
Yeah, let's just drop it because I want to test. I want to test slowly. Like right now, it went. Remember, we got it booked at 82. Then the following week,
yeah.
it got booked at like 87. So now let's test. That's 90 to 95. And obviously, if that works, cool. Then we'll go to 100. I don't want to go from like 87 to 100. I want to slowly work because then we can gradually test it from there.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Kind of slowly increase the pricing to see what we can get booked at.
Exactly. I also want you to get comfortable utilizing the specific rule process. Airbnb discount to rule set to a final change of price labs because like I was telling you guys these past few days or past few weeks as well, like price labs like we will use it and we do want to use it. We just don't want to use it so frequently because what I've been noticing early when we first started all this, what a lot of people were doing is everyone loves price labs. So we put all of our discounts on price labs and now our whole calendar looks like just a whole bunch of massive discounts on price. That's on price labs. That's not how it's supposed to be. We want to first set our rule sets, then price labs will be a final thing that we do. What were you sitting at?
It says 111, but that's not what it was earlier. I did it earlier. Let me make sure that I saved this.
Also look at price labs and see if you put any increases in pricing or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a long weekend.
okay, and then yeah, I mean Price Lab should be just
Should be empty price labs. Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Let's
So
do this then. On Airbnb, go back to the other Airbnb page.
that's right because I did 1011 minus the taxes minus the 15.5%. Oh, you know
Minus
what?
clean.
I don't
You
think I got
forgot the clean fee.
clean. Yeah, let me recheck. 112.
What's your cleaning fee?
$100. Oh, I guess I did take it out.
Yeah, there you go. 95, 94.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you're good. Hold it there, and then from there we'll make any adjustments Saturday. We'll drop it Saturday morning.
So you came up with 94?
Yeah. What did you
Okay.
get?
I don't know. I do the total price minus the taxes minus
Taxes.
15.5%, right?
Uh-huh. Minus your cleaning fee.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck I was doing. Now I'm at 94.
94.
I was about to say, I know I did it earlier, but all right. So we'll just
No, I
hold it
believe you.
there.
It lines up with what you said.
Yeah, so we'll just hold it there until
Saturday morning. We'll play it on the edge a little. Saturday morning, if there's no bookings, then go on Price Labs, and then you can put your percent discount. Just
okay,
drop it.
drop it to 80.
80, 80, 85. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll talk about it more tomorrow. I know we got our one-on-one group or one-on-one call, so I'll talk to you more about it. But all right, I think we're good for now.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear.
Appreciate you.
Of course. All righty. Joby, what do you got?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Just a couple quick questions. One, pricing, but before we get to that, I was trying to take note of the long discounts that you were giving to, I forget who we started with.
Oh, Gabriella.
Yeah, I was trying to take note of them because they're a little bit tweaked than the ones that I have, and you said that you've kind of fine-tuned them. Can you give those to me?
Oh, so actually, I'll give them to you as well. So what I did is I want you guys to have two. So what I was doing was I was giving her some different ones based off of her pricing because
Oh, okay.
she's gonna be entering into the high season. And actually it's fine if you put these two, but I would like you to have two of them. In the high season, this like the way here, I'll explain this. The way I have it is I have two rule sets on mine. One of them is titled long weekend high season, the other one is titled long weekend slow season. The
I
slow
see.
season one is the one I've been giving you guys because that one usually works well with everyone. The reason I gave her more of an offset one is because her pricing is a little bit more expensive because of her entering into high season and FIFA coming in June. So I didn't want her to have such a big discount. So that's why I gave her that one. But if you would like
Oh.
that one, I can give it to you right now as well if you're ready for it.
Yeah, go for it.
And don't replace your slow season one. I would just add an extra one and then just have them titled high season, slow season, something like that.
Yep.
So it's going to be, we'll start from 2 to 6. So two night
Yeah.
will be 18%.
Yeah.
3 night will be 33.
Yeah.
4 night will be 46.
Okay.
5 night will be 54. And 6 night will be 56.
Got it. And then was there a different set for in between as well for low and high season? Because those looks a little
Uh,
big too.
no, in between, I just gave the in between one. So I can read them off to you. I only have one, and you can check this if you're ready.
Does it start with 37 and end in 45?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I have it.
Hmm. Perfect. Yeah, that's the only one I used because the in between, you just want them, the in between you want higher. And even then, you probably wouldn't go down with the in between. You'll probably go up on that discount because you have to remember, like we always talk about on the in betweens, those are the funkiest days to get booked up. So we usually want to discount them pretty heavy. So if anything, maybe we go and instead of ending with 45, maybe we end with like 50 something. And instead of starting with, what do we start with? 35? 37. Instead of starting with 37, we start with like 40 something. But don't do any of that just yet. I'm just saying like it wouldn't be lower than that. That's why those are higher on the in between.
Okay. And then on the last conversation, when you were testing pricing, I haven't been taking out the 15.5%. And I think I keep going around in circles on whether or not I do or not. It's
Okay.
included in the calculator that I'm using.
Yes. So we have two calculators. We have one where it is included and one where it's not. For the
Yeah.
people that don't have that 15.5% included in their calculator, they're subtracting it. For the people
Got it.
that do, they're not.
Okay. Just wanted to, I thought so, but I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're getting confused, we can easily switch everything back to the other one. But if you're comfortable with it, you're cool. They work the exact same way. They do the exact same thing and they end the exact same way.
That's okay. So, and then I'm going to share my screen. I've got this week that's been sitting here forever, it feels like, this week right after Matthew,
Okay.
where I've got kind of, it's sort of in between, but it's a long in between. So I've got it marked down before and after each reservation. And then I've got the in between set for here. Um, I want to say that's been like that for about 4 or 5 days. Because when I looked at where it's testing, it was testing, I forget honestly forget what the number was, but it was testing right where you said I wanted to. So now I'm curious, all right, if it's time to mark it down, what would the next level be? I'm pretty sure it was like close to like 10 above my target.
Target. I would bring it to your target
Bring it to
now and just let it sit at your target now just for a little bit of time. You know, as we get closer. I would let it sit there until like Monday the 30th. So drop it to your target daily rate now, and then let's hold it at your target daily rate until Monday the 30th. If there's still no action, then as we start getting closer, we'll start dropping it some more.
And then what are the increments I should drop it when I start doing that? Like $10, $5?
I would say between $5 to $10, and I would like give it some time. So like you don't have to follow this structure. But like what I would do is like I would hold it. Let's just say Monday the 30th. So let's just say you drop it to your target daily rate right now after we hop off this call.
Yeah.
And then there's no bookings come Monday the 30th. It's like, all right, there's still no bookings. Monday the 30th, I'll drop it five under my target daily. Or
Yeah.
so five under. Then I'll let it sit all of Monday, all of Tuesday, and then come Wednesday morning, if there's still no bookings, I'll drop it another five. And I'll let it sit all day Wednesday, all day Thursday. Come Friday morning, if there's still no bookings, now I'll do a pretty decent chunk drop. I'll drop it like 10 from there. And then I'll let it sit all day there. And then Sunday will be the final drop I do. Come Sunday morning, the 5th, if there's still no bookings, Sunday morning I have it at my break even.
Okay.
And if you feel like, and again, and like that's how I would sit around 5 to 10. But it's also sometimes a feel like if you're like, I feel like five's not enough, cool. Then come Wednesday morning, instead of dropping it five, drop it 10. Like
Yeah.
just whatever you feel like, whatever you want to test, whatever you feel better with. So that's why I said between 5 to 10. Because there's
Okay.
no like right or wrong way. The wrong way would be as if you don't drop anything.
Right.
But there's no right way. If you're like, I kind of feel like dropping it 10 more than five, cool, do it. Let's try it out.
Okay. And then in order to do that, do I want to clear all of the discounts that are here and do it on a discount? Like if I'm trying to drop everything a certain pro rata, I guess, certain percentage across the board, is that when I flip to Price Labs and try to do it there?
Yeah, you'll keep your rule sets. You'll keep everything the same. You'll
Keep
keep it like that all the way through Sunday. The only thing you'll be dropping in increments is your discount on Price Labs. So now this is where we incorporate Price Labs. And then
So
from
I would
Price
go
Labs,
here and grab just these days and put
exactly.
whatever. Okay, got it.
And then maybe you try like a 10%, and 10% brings you down $5. Or if it drops it down too much, okay, try 5%. And then from there, as you get to Wednesday to Friday to Sunday, those increments will go up. So instead of 10, it goes to 15. Instead of 15, it goes to 20 or 25. But you just
Okay.
test that as you go.
And that's in addition to having this in between locked on there.
Correct.
Okay. Is there an instance where you would take that off and try to do something different? Or do you always kind of keep the rule sets there no matter what?
I always keep the rule sets there no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah, because I only want to do that. So like, let's just say I put a Price Labs discount and it drops it down too much and now I'm under my break even. Then in that case, I'll be like, okay, let me delete my Price Labs discount and just keep my rule set there.
Okay.
But yes, there won't be an instance where I replace it. And if I do replace anything, I would replace the discount on Price Labs, but my rule set would always stay there.
Got it. Okay. I think I've been doing that backwards. So I'm probably getting myself all confused. Okay. I think
Yeah,
that's
because
all I had.
the order I follow is this. Like if I have a long lead time, so like let's just say May, like I'm booked up all the way, I'm booked up all of April,
Yeah.
and we're looking at May. I don't have any rule sets. I don't have any Price Labs discounts. I'm just working off my Airbnb discounts that we set off the Google Sheet Price Labs calculator. As we get closer, the next step that I follow is I then add my rule set. I don't jump to Price Labs. I then add my rule set. The last thing we do is Price Labs. Price Labs is the last touch in moments of like what we're talking about here. So like we're going to keep your rule sets all the way through. Then it's like, okay, now I got to do the next step forward. So like right now, you already have your rule sets applied. You had your Airbnb doing its thing. Now we got closer, like, okay, we need to add rule sets. So you added your rule sets. Now it's like, okay, we're 5 over our target daily rate or 10 over our target daily rate. Okay, let's get it to our target daily rate. So now you'll incorporate Price Labs. And as you get closer and closer, you'll keep updating Price Labs.
Okay.
But that's how I'll do it. Price labs will be the last thing I touch unless I need it.
Okay. I think I was deleting the rule sets and then going to Price Labs and trying to pick a high
Mm,
discount to bring it down instead of like,
stacking
yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. No, you'll stack them. So don't worry, you'll just stack them.
Okay.
Great question, though.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Of course. Does anyone else have any questions for us? Looks like that was all the ones in the chat. Everyone else is good?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Awesome, guys. In that case, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. If you guys do need anything, please message me. I know we have some meetings tomorrow, so obviously we'll connect then if we do have anything. If not, I will see you guys Friday for our group call at 6 Eastern.
Thank
Alrighty,
you.
guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.